Hey everyone, hope you had a good weekend. It is Monday, February 6th, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to check in on the broader market and on crypto. My dog, Sweetie Pants, can't decide if she wants to go inside or outside. And I just posted a trade review on AI stock 5-minute back burner oversold bounce on Twitter. Check that out if you're interested. But for now, so I am open to being bearish to the broader market, but only if the bears prove something to me. So I'm heading into today and I'm watching, can bears prove something to me on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ? Do we see all major sectors at the low of the day together? Do we see increasing bear volume? Do we see first hourly oversold conditions lead to a weak bounce? And so far today, yes, it's a consolidation day, but there are no red flags. There's nothing telling me that this consolidation is going to be any different than the prior two periods of consolidation that set daily higher lows and held EMA 12 and held a strong uptrend. So maybe it changes tomorrow, but every single day, I'm just going to be watching. Prove it, bears. We're in a daily uptrend. You've got to prove to me that we are seeing a shift and that the bears are starting to take over. Right now, I'm watching a NASDAQ 2-minute falling wedge that just broke bull. So this was, right before this live stream, I said if bears are going to prove anything to us, we have to fall through this support line with volume. And it's just a bull break and it's an hourly higher low trying to shape up. So again, just at every turn today, I just haven't seen bears prove anything to me. We saw a nice drop. All right, great drop. Bears, prove to me a 5-minute downtrend to show me that you're controlling the morning. Nope, we V-shape back to the high of the day. Even here, prove to me a 5-minute downtrend. Nope, we failed. So we didn't confirm a 5-minute downtrend for the first 3 hours of trading in the NASDAQ and S&P 500. So I'm just not seeing any notable weakness. And again, I'm looking for it, but it's not there. I'm going to watch again tomorrow with a fresh, clean slate, open-minded to both directions. But right now, this is very healthy daily consolidation. You can see QQQ filled the gap and we're not anywhere near EMA 12. And the biggie for me was we didn't get to hourly oversold conditions. Maybe we get there tomorrow, but couldn't get there today because bulls are holding on too strong. The dollar is still extremely strong. We're up near the highs. The 4-hour is a stair-step pattern. We know that the dollar is going to have to confirm a daily uptrend for the bears to get follow through. But again, the fact that we're having a big green day for the dollar and it's not a big red day. I mean, it's a red day. We're consolidating, but again, it's dollar strength, but not that much stock market weakness. And so if we see the dollar top out and see 4-hour consolidation from here, what's that mean for the broader market? Well, maybe the broader market sees a 4-hour bounce playing out, trying to keep a daily bull flag alive. So long story short is, again, I'm very open. I'm ready to trade bearish, but just not getting any indication that that's what I should be doing right now. Prove it to me, bears. Haven't done that today. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hit first 4-hour oversold conditions and we got right down. You can see, well, but look, your chart doesn't say 30 RSI. But when the price was down at the low of that candle, it breached 30 RSI and at least some exchanges, Binance and some others. So that's our 4-hour oversold back burner. And we got a decent little bounce at this point. Still a lot of proving to be done. The bulls have to confirm a 4-hour uptrend if it's going to be 4-hour oversold conditions marking a daily higher low. We're then going to have to be cautious of a daily head and shoulders pattern potentially shaping up. But at this point in time, it's all about the base of support at 22.3 to 22.5. So double bottom at 22.3, double bottom at 22.5. This is our support zone. We saw 4-hour oversold conditions and we bounced before breaking that support zone. So now the question from here is, can the bulls confirm a 4-hour uptrend as a result of this pullback? We can draw some visual guides, downtrend resistance line here on Bitcoin hourly time frame. We're testing that level right now. So I'd be watching that. And that's about it as far as short term. 4-hour oversold bounce underway. Have to confirm the 4-hour uptrend to hold the daily supports. We're also watching for weekly higher lows in some alts, keeping in mind Bitcoin has not started weekly consolidation yet. Bitcoin is a weekly stair-step pattern, which means a higher low every single week for 6 weeks in a row at this point. I'm watching for signs of that to shift, but That's only going to shift if we break that base of support. We can anticipate that there's a good amount of stop losses centered around 22.3. So if that level does break, I would not be surprised for stop losses to trigger and to see some real extreme short-term oversold RSI levels, maybe the 5 and the 15-minute RSI drop down into the teens. But that is the support zone that we're watching here for the next couple of days of trading. And there's only two things that are going to happen, in my opinion. We're either going to fall through those levels, or we're going to see some bounce follow through and confirm a 4-hour uptrend, keeping the daily chart strong for the bulls and fending off weekly consolidation for Bitcoin. So if you want to keep it simple, if 22.3 is support, the bulls are just fine on the daily chart. If 22.3 breaks, then weekly consolidation is underway, and there's definitely a bit of a shift if that were to happen. You can go to the different, the 2-day time frame still strong, 3-day time frame still strong. So burden remains on bears for Bitcoin. Big woodpecker just flew by. Burden remains on bears for Bitcoin to show us that weekly consolidation is taking place. And again, I don't think Bitcoin's going to get any kind of notable weakness as long as the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are still in a strong daily uptrend and still holding daily EMA 12. Which again, we haven't even tested yet at this point. The dominance chart dropped, which showed us over the weekend altcoin bulls seeing some strength. And now since we're dropping the last 3 days, alts and Bitcoin are dropping at the same rate, essentially. Sideways on this chart shows us that that's pretty much what's happening. Not much difference between alts and Bitcoin. So multiple daily inside bars, weekly consolidation underway for dominance, but a mixed bag as far as some names standing out clearly stronger in crypto and some names clearly weaker. But for the most part, again, the fact that the dollar is having a big green day and crypto is green as well is notable. Ethereum, daily chart looks stronger than Bitcoin. Yes, there's bull breaks with a lack of follow through that we have to be aware of, but we're holding daily EMA 12. We're not close to losing the daily uptrend because we would have to break 1534 to do so. So again, look at the weekly here, and Ethereum's a weekly stair step as well the last 6 weeks. We're nowhere near the low of last week. So Bitcoin could break 22.3 and Ethereum would then be heading down towards the low of last week, but the bulls have given themselves some more cushion to work with because ETH BTC has bounced off the lows. And again, the 2-week time frame, is this a higher low forming on this long drawn out equilibrium on ETH BTC? Potentially. This one is going to be a really good one to be watching how it breaks sometime potentially in March. But we can say that Ethereum, after being weaker than Bitcoin for a month, has been stronger than Bitcoin for the last 5-6 days of trading. And so if Bitcoin does hold this daily support and does confirm a 4-hour uptrend, then Ethereum will be fairly close to being right back near its recent highs. So I'm not ready to say tops are in at this point. I need bears to prove it to me. Honestly, I need it in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ just as much as I need to see it with Bitcoin breaking 22.3. There are some altcoins that have clearly topped out. APT went from lead bull to lead bear, a double top, and then we rolled over and pulled back 25-30%. And again, it's just a shift where 29% pullback. We're watching for a weekly high or low on APT. There's a ton of space for it to form, but we just lost favor here. We just lost favor while other names got attention. So the question that I have is, all right, APT led and then OP followed and turned into the lead bull. So now we have to be cautious of when OP turns from a lead bull into a lead bear. Were there clues on APT BTC pairing? It pretty much did the exact same thing. Nothing that stood out as far as an early signal, but both double topped. So now when I look at OP and I say, okay, we got a daily high or low, we still look strong, no red flags. The red flag would be if this is a 12-hour lower high forming, and if we were to drop down and break 275, that would be a red flag for the OP bulls. OP BTC, same deal. So 12-hour would have to confirm the downtrend if we were going to shift from a lead bull into a lead bear. Again, there's no indication that that's happening right now, but we just need to say, okay, this is a bullish chart. We've got uptrends on all time frames. I need to put on my bear glasses to ensure that I don't skim over anything and get too overly confident. And if we were going to shift momentum from here, this is how it would play out with that lower high and lower low. So we would have to lose the hourly uptrend, which is still intact. That would be the first step towards setting a 12-hour lower high, and then it's all about 275. If we hold 275, bulls stay in complete control with daily EMA 12 support. If we confirm the 12-hour downtrend, we will likely lose daily EMA 12 for the first time in months. A month. First time in a month. So let's run down the list real quick. In crypto, see if anything stands out. I'm going to be on probably 4-hour time frames just because that's where it's most clear for me on Bitcoin. Atom. Again, if daily EMA 12 is support, bulls have control. Atom is trying to form a falling wedge here to shape up a daily high or low. Here's your hourly downtrending support line. Here's your hourly downtrending resistance line. We are testing it right now. If we reject, the bulls need to hold and then break for the daily high or low to be shaping up. I like that view just as far as clarity. You can also just be viewing it as a 4-hour equilibrium. Low, high of the bounce, higher, low. Anything under 1490 is a lower high. So watching for a tightening 4-hour range. If we reject from that falling wedge downtrend resistance that I just drew, that's going to be the 4-hour lower high shaping up. Sand, probably sticking to the daily for sand. We got a double top at 81 and a double bottom at 68. Not exactly a double bottom, bulls holding on here. So a sideways range, weekly consolidation is already underway. Any name that broke the stair-step pattern has the weekly consolidation underway. And we have to view this and say, well, this weekly consolidation is healthy on sand. Yes, absolutely. But we also have to remind ourselves, Bitcoin has not started weekly consolidation. So if Bitcoin were to start weekly consolidation within the next few days, sand's going to see another leg down very likely. Ape. 12-hour on Ape. Let's go to the daily. So we got our high, daily higher low, lower high. Bulls really trying to defend this 550 level. If we confirm a 4-hour uptrend back to the bulls, we'll have a tightening daily range to be watching. Burden on bulls to form a 4-hour uptrend or confirm the 4-hour uptrend to defend this 550 base of support. That's a key short-term level. If that level breaks, we confirm a daily downtrend on Ape for the first time in a long time. XTZ, potential rising wedge. Bulls are liking the fact that we hit a new high, but it keeps coming with no follow through. So I draw this 12-hour uptrend resistance line. Support line, something like that. So definitely stronger than a lot of other names, but we're recognizing that the bull breaks are lacking follow through. Bull's tiring a bit, but definitely one of the stronger names. Not many names hit a new higher high on their daily chart yesterday. Mana, support test of 706. If it holds, we watch for potential head and shoulders, keeping in mind that the last time I was watching for a head and shoulders, it failed to confirm with the bull break. And again, we're just on the verge of rolling over into weekly consolidation in a number of places. Sol, also on the verge here. 2224, 2248. And I'm just viewing this as our high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high. Trying for the higher low. Bulls must confirm a 4-hour uptrend for a daily higher low compared to 2248. So we got to bounce follow through and top out, and then the higher low and higher high. So again, the burden is on stock market bears to prove to me that we're seeing weakness, but there are a number of altcoins where the burden is on bulls to defend daily support and shape up 4-hour uptrends as a result of Bitcoin's 4-hour oversold bounce. It all just makes so much sense. And I know that this may be going over some of your heads, but stick with it because You know, I haven't in-depth looked at crypto in the last 5 hours because I've been focusing on stocks and trading. But just going through this list, it's like, just clarity. So link, daily tightening range, high, low, lower, high, trying for the higher low. Have to confirm the 4-hour uptrend for the daily higher low to be shaping up. Some nice tightening daily ranges forming. And if the bulls do come out on top here over the next 24 hours, then we're going to be looking into the end of this week to have some volatility when these tightening daily ranges break. 88 keeps grinding up daily EMA 12. Can draw an uptrend support line here just as a visual guide as we keep holding it. Uptrend resistance line. But the daily higher lows, anything above 365 is another higher low, keeping the bulls in control. Doge tightening up. BNB still looking good with daily EMA 12 support after hitting a fresh high yesterday. SHIB got the big bull break, multiple daily inside bars right now. So we're tightening up on SHIB. If the inside bars break bear, daily consolidation's underway, and we look for first hourly oversold conditions to try and form a daily higher low. DOT is in a daily uptrend with EMA 12 support. Litecoin is as well. Matic is as well. Matic still holding strong. Sushi trying for the daily higher low. Need to confirm the 4-hour uptrend, but we're bouncing off daily EMA 12. And OMG standing out the last 2 days, but very thinly traded. You see these, big moves up, and then you give it all back shortly thereafter, 10% drop. Just got to be cautious with the lack of liquidity. But it is higher highs. So overall, no red flags on this consolidation. And again, I believe that the red flags are going to have to originate in the stock market. And we're not seeing them today. Thank you for the likes. We've only got 63. We want at least 69. Do I see bearish divergence on the Bitcoin 4-hour? I personally don't use bearish divergence when I trade. But you could say yes, just in the sense that the price is higher than here and the RSI is lower. So that's simple divergence. But again, I personally have never used divergence to ever enter a trade in my life. Not saying it doesn't work, just saying I don't use it, I don't need it. I like the way that I use RSI, it works for me. Bitcoin wick on Binance down to 17K, I don't see it. Has crypto AI topped out? I don't know the names off the top of my head, but watch AI, the stock, which is my leader for the sector, and it is a bearish reversal candle with a volume climax today. And I'm looking for an hourly lower high to be the result of this bounce. Again, I just played the 5-minute oversold back burner. Now I'm scouting the hourly lower high. We'll see if we form it before the end of the day. And then if we set up for the hourly downtrend to confirm tomorrow, daily consolidation will be underway, and we'll be watching for an hourly oversold back burner. So if you're trading crypto AI names, you're watching AI the stock and you're watching to see if there is a correlation between the two. I've not been paying attention enough to have that answer for you. Algo, daily still strong, EMA 12. Again, the bull breaks lacking follow through are very notable. It is definitely the setup for a potential rising wedge, but the bulls are still holding on. 4-hour uptrend confirming. Bouncing off daily EMA 12. And I'd say that's now a key support of 2.5. Losing 2.5 from here would have me watching for weekly consolidation. Waves, daily EMA 12, still strong, same deal. Everything that I just said. You got an uptrend support line on the 12-hour you can be watching. You got an uptrend resistance line, which keeps coming into play. There's a lot of space for a 12-hour lower high next bounce, anything under 306. If we confirm a 12-hour downtrend from here, I would be looking for weekly consolidation. What low do I use for fib retracement? It depends on what I'm measuring. So I don't know, if I'm looking at the weekly, I'm going off of the weekly high or low down here. If I'm going off yeah, it all depends what time frame you're talking about as to where the anchor would be. How would I use lower time frame EMAs to compound a trade? Well, I would say, honestly, watch the Twitter post that I just made about my AI trade review, and I used the 2-minute EMA 12 rejection and the setup for a 2-minute trend change to add back to my 5-minute oversold bounce position. And I'd say that's as good an example as you'll get. AGIX, AI coin. Bears definitely defending 48, but we still have an hourly uptrend. Hourly higher low at 422, another one at 426, another one just formed at 428. So full bull control as long as we have hourly higher lows. Once we lose them, we zoom out and watch for the potential of daily consolidation shaping up. And it does look fairly similar to AI. It hasn't been running as hard, but again, the potential bearish reversal candle, although AGIX is holding on a bit stronger than AI at this point. If I take a trade on the daily, what I look for on the hourly? If you're on the daily, you're looking at the 4-hour. Because crypto trades 24 hours, the 4-hour time frame breaks it up into 25%. So, no, it doesn't. It breaks it up into 1/6. I like the 4-hour time frame. If I'm looking for it, again, you have to confirm a 4-hour uptrend for the daily higher low to be shaping up. So on this 4-hour oversold bounce, that's what we're looking at from here. You cannot convincingly form a daily higher low without confirming that 4-hour uptrend. And everything that we just ran through, that's where we stand right now. A lot of names are trying to form daily higher lows. They've got to confirm the 4-hour uptrends to prove to us that the daily higher lows are shaping up. Atom, trying for the daily higher low, EMA 12 support, 4-hour trend change, back to the bulls needed. We just looked at Atom. Nice tightening daily range. I drew the hourly potential falling wedge. Miners are not giving clues anymore. MARA, look how weak it's been. Weekly consolidation underway. Daily head and shoulders confirmed. Down 30% from the high at the low of today. So I have stopped paying attention to, I'm still watching them very closely because I like trading them, but I don't look to them for clues anymore because we have broken correlation. Riot is similar to a lot of altcoins right now. EMA 12 support, trying for the daily higher low, and needing to shape up. Look at this Riot resistance. It's just a brick wall. Bears are just top fishing it. Short at 680, put a stop at 683, and cover on a 2% drop. It works there, it works there. Let's see if it works again. But I like Riot better because it has a similar daily chart to a lot of altcoins, whereas MARA started doing its own thing. Ocean is the other one. So Ocean looks strong. It doesn't look like any kind of climax top. Yes, it's definitely overbought, but 4-hour uptrend, 4-hour EMA 12 support guide, keeping the bulls in control. Not going to do SOUN. I put out an AI crypto video or an AI video over the weekend. SOUN wasn't on there. It doesn't have, it's too low cap for me personally, but we're sticking with crypto not AI stocks. HUT looks strong on the daily consolidation, absolutely. All right, NASDAQ. Let's check in on that 2-minute falling wedge bull break. Nice follow through. Again, it was this to try and shape up the hourly higher low. The hourly higher low was then set. And now if the bears are going to prove something to us today, we've got to break. Let's go to QQQ. We've got to break 303.36 to confirm another hourly lower high and lower low. Prove it to me, bears. Otherwise, bulls remain strong. All right, appreciate you all tuning in. Just a quickie check-in here. And again, just summarize. Daily higher lows, trying to form. 4-hour uptrends back to the bulls needed. Names that are holding daily EMA 12 support are stronger than names that are not. Some names have started weekly consolidation. Other names have not. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are key. In the end of the day market video, I'm going to go over the 5 observations that I'm making. I listed a couple of them in this video, but to tell me if the bears are proving anything to me. So watching both very closely, but still healthy at this point. Something's got to change if we're going to see fear and temporary tops being set. Powell speaks tomorrow. Be aware of that. I forget exactly what time. Look that up. Who knows what he's going to say, but it will probably bring a little bit of volatility. And again, Bitcoin, simple statement. If 22.3 thousand is holding, the bulls have control. If that level breaks, the probabilities that crypto will all be entering weekly consolidation will increase significantly. All right. Thanks again, everyone. Do good things. Appreciate the likes and the shares and the comments. You keep me coming back for more.